So, welcome everyone. Nice to see everyone again, as always. Good to be together. Crazy world, still, from one thing to the next. Let's find some peace for ourselves here, though, at least. So, let's just, if anyone's new here, I think there's some new people. I usually start off speaking for 15 or 20 minutes so that we can all come to a recognition together. Very, very simple recognition, which is true for all of us. So we can meet together here, especially with everything going on in this world. There's so much division because of mind, opinions, which are all valid, nothing wrong with opinions. But we have a lot of division in this world because of opinions, and viewpoints, and which we think somehow are sacrosanct to us, that we have somehow come up with our own opinions, but that's not true at all. But that's another topic. We don't have to get too much into that right now. But anyway, what I would like to do is meet together where we're all already free and already at peace and all the same, where there is no division, where there is no interpersonal strife. Okay, so let's just for a moment relax, be at ease, be attentive, as I ask you to be attentive, but be at ease also. You can move a little bit, but just attend. You don't have to be stiff. And I ask you to please keep your eyes open for this beginning part. Nothing's excluded in freedom, We don't have to go in and exclude sounds or sights or something like that. Everything is fine. Everything is freedom already. So for a moment, let's just relax the focus of attention, by which I mean just don't attend to any particular object, thoughts, or sensations. They're all fine. But instead of attending to anything in particular, simply know I am here. I know that I'm here. If quickly thoughts come in again, which is normal, as soon as you notice that you're attending to thoughts, no problem. But as soon as you notice in that moment, relax the focus of attention and be here and now, purely knowing I. What I'm speaking about here is normally our attention is subject-object. I am attending to thoughts. I am attending to a tree. I'm attending to a movie or a friend. Now I want you to do something a little slightly different. I am attending to myself. I am purely subjective knowing I. This knowing doesn't require any object other than itself. You see, it only is self-knowing, self-attention, self-effulgent. I am, and I know that I am, pure I. Or you could also say pure being, purely being, not being anything in particular, not being this body-mind, not being a name, not being the name and form here, simply being, pure being, period. This is very simple. You see, you can't deny this. This has always been how you are. You haven't noticed so much. But you'll notice now in this pure being, for a moment, I make it easy. I'm not saying do this for the rest of your life or even for an hour. Just for a moment, purely being. And in this moment, there is no thought. There is no story of self. There is no past or future. In this moment, for a moment, the entire atlas of self, including the past and future and all of my stories and opinions, that atlas has fallen from your shoulders. And you're here headless, completely blown wide open, knowing being for a moment. So where are your opinions in this, we all have opinions, no problem. But how do we bring the world together is my question. The modalities of tradition throughout the history has been trying to bring the world together through politics, through culture, through society, through religion, and even through spirituality. But has it worked? Yeah, I think not. And if it would have worked, those modalities would have worked, it would have worked already by now. So that certainly is not how we come together, is it? But let's have a simple recognition now of no thing, no person, no Salvador's history. What? Where? Salvador's history? What? In this no thing, pure being, that's all an illusion, man. That's all a myth. Of course, we're very infatuated with that myth, aren't we? And that myth is very compelling, isn't it? And in a way, there's a fear of losing that myth. But look now, where is it? Let's be honest, just be honest here and now. Where is that myth? Where is that self story? Where are those opinions? They don't exist. What does exist is you. Who are you? Are you stories? Are you opinions? Are you your past and future, desires and fears and regrets? Is that who you are? Why would you want to be that mess? If you came to this meeting, then I think you came here because you want to know freedom. And the way to know freedom is to know thyself, not as the myth, the mythical character, but as the reality, which is only now, isn't it? Reality can only be now, can't it? Right? Path doesn't exist, does it? Or future? No. Those are mental concepts and creations, projection. The reality is now, and the reality is that I exist now only. Pure being. And so, if this is true, how can there be any division? If this is true for me, it must also be true for you as well, no? And if you recognize for yourself this pure being, which has no name or form, then it must be true for me as well, no? This pure knowing being. So am I a nationality? Am I a political affiliation? How can I be? How can I be? I only am, just as you only are as well. So this is called union. This is where we meet. This is what I say, where the solution lies. I say the solution lies in knowing what's true and knowing freedom, not in politics and social movements. I don't mean it in any grandiose sense, like this is going to change the world. That's not at all what I'm saying. Of course, I don't think that. But for you, it changes your world. This is a holiday. This is having a holiday from self, a holiday from the world of illusion, the world of our mind, the atlas we carry around on our shoulders like a lead weight our whole entire life until, for whatever reason, it falls away, sometimes through suffering or sometimes through just a little guy sitting here saying, hey, have a look here. And in this moment, that atlas is gone. In this, the world has always been a mess. I don't think the world is particularly more of a mess now. It's right now there's some challenging times, of course, going on. We just got out of a pandemic. Now we're in a war. It seems to be no break. And it's like the pandemic caused, and now the war is causing a lot of division amongst people, So I say, let's meet where we're all the same, where there is no division. You and I come here for that reason. We don't come here to blame. We don't come here to solve the world. We don't know about that. How can I know how to solve the world? I don't know how to solve the world. But you and I come here together to meet in freedom. And to show a little sanity to ourselves. I don't mean to the world. To know true sanity. You see, because when we meet like this, we know true sanity, the true health of mind, the true healthy mind. The true healthy mind is empty. Healthy mind is empty. Essential mind, I call it. It's empty, healthy. So we come here to come to notice our true health, that which we all are together. Isn't that amazing? When I recognize my essential being of freedom, and you recognize your essential being freedom, we're recognizing the same thing, obviously. Isn't that nice? So I say, welcome. Welcome to this union where there is no division,